Hi, and welcome to Reviewing with Mrs. Wages. Today's topic is systems. A system is a group of organized parts, each with its own job, that work together for a common purpose. If the parts weren't organized, the system would fail. And if all the parts did the same thing, the system would also fail. Just about everything you can think of is a system, even a pencil. To define a pencil as a system, you must consider the three criteria for even being a system. Does it have organized parts? Absolutely. It has an eraser, a metal band, graphite, and wood. Do these parts have their own unique jobs? Sure. The eraser removes mistakes, the metal band attaches the eraser to the wood. The wood keeps the graphite from breaking, and the graphite marks the paper. Does this pencil have a purpose? Of course, the purpose of a pencil is for written communication. Because it meets all three criteria, a pencil can be defined as a system. Systems can either be open or closed. Open systems allow a free flow of inputs, the stuff that enters the system, as well as a free flow of outputs, the stuff that can escape the system. Energy, matter, information are all examples of either inputs or outputs. Closed systems, on the other hand, restrict or block either inputs or outputs or both. Think about a cup of coffee versus a thermos. Both hold coffee, but one is a closed system and the other is open. Heat and coffee can easily escape the coffee cup. It's easy to add more coffee to the cup. Just pour it in. A thermos, however, prevents heat from escaping in order to keep your coffee hot. And as long as the lid is screwed on, the coffee won't pour out. So, which one is open? You guessed it, the cup is the open system and the thermos is a closed system. Systems rarely exist without interacting with other systems. In fact, systems are usually composed of many subsystems. The more interaction, the more complex the system. Take planet Earth, for example. The Earth, which is also known as the biosphere, is a very complex system made of many subsystems. Let's examine the levels of organization within the biosphere, starting from a single organism. An elk is a single living being. When it or any living thing groups up with other members of the same species, they form a population. Many populations exist together, like a herd of elk living in a stand of trees alongside a flock of birds. When populations mix together, it's called a community. The community, or all the living things, interact with the non-living things in their environment. Together, these biotic or living things and abiotic or non-living things make up an ecosystem. Many ecosystems exist within biomes, which are large geographic areas defined by their climate and the type of organisms living there. And all the biomes interact together to form the biosphere. This is where all life exists and includes land, air, and water. Systems are described as living if they have certain characteristics. Though there are many characteristics of life, you can remember the main 5 by thinking of the word grace. G is for growth and development. All living things grow and mature. R is for reproduction. All species of living things produce offspring. A is for adjust. Living things adjust to stimuli, like blinking in bright light or sweating when it's hot. C is for cells. All living things are made of cells. And finally, E is for energy. All living things need a constant supply of energy to maintain life. That's all for now. I hope this helped, and as always, happy studying!